Okay, so this is a video where I'm going to demonstrate the way that I sharpen a pencil, whether it's a charcoal pencil or a graphite pencil. This is a graphite pencil that was all wood, and I exposed the lead by trimming away the excess wood until I got down to the lead. And now I have a lot of this lead that's exposed, and so what I can do now is take my sanding block and I can sand it, turning it all the time. I'm rolling it as I'm going back and forth up and down the sanding block. And I can keep working on it. But I get a nice long lead and a nice sharp point. I like this because when it comes time for shading, I have a nice large piece of lead to work with, or graphite. And I can sharpen my pencil doing this too on paper. That gives it a nice point. Okay, and so this is just a fairly light graphite pencil. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to sharpen. I've already sharpened this charcoal, or this is actually a carbonated pencil. So I'm going to do the same thing. I have one side that's for graphite, one side that's for charcoal. The smaller sides are for my Conte. That way I don't get it all mixed up. And I oftentimes will save the dust, but I can get a really nice sharp point. And this, of course, is a fairly dark pencil. So it gives me a nice dark value. Okay, so I'm using my box cutter today to sharpen some pencils. This is an X-Acto knife that can be used as well. Great care needs to be taken when you're sharpening your pencils. Don't do this in a hurry. Take your time. One, because you can hurt yourself, and two, because this lead is very soft and you can break it off. So you want to go easy with it. So I'm going to just start whittling away, kind of carefully. And this stuff will go pretty much everywhere, so you can choose to do this outside if you'd like to. And you may very well, I just broke off the tip of my pencil. That can happen with these new pencils. I oftentimes will lose the tip. What I was going to say is you can lose your lead if you're not careful. Go easy. I've been doing this for a while, and I still lose lead or charcoal pencil. Okay. So that's pretty good. I'm not going to push my luck with this one because this is a 4B, so it's nice and soft. So what I'm going to do is show you, this is my sort of paper that I can save some of this charcoal dust on. So once again, I'm going to turn over to my charcoal side on my sanding block. Once I get rid of that wood, I can sand, twisting and rotating my pencil as I go, and all that dust can be kept. I can put it into a small little plastic bin, something like that, to save it, and then I can tone a paper with it. Okay, so now I've got a nice sharp point. And I'm going to take my paper and put it over here, my sanding block. Let's get rid of some of that pencil. And this is just newsprint that I'm working on. It's just an old piece of newsprint that I don't need. So now I have a nice sharp pencil in both my graphite and my charcoal that I can work with. So and test it out. And I can see that this value range is pretty light, especially if I compare it with this graphite value range. This is one that I would probably sharpen up a little bit too. These are woodless graphite pencils, and so they're great to just honestly turn over the sanding block to my graphite side and just kind of go to town. I don't really have to shave away anything for those. So these woodless ones are great. You have nothing that really goes to waste. As you can see, that's a much darker value than the pencil that I have here. It's a much lighter value. And I may even have one. One more that is even darker still. I'll sand it up. I'm bearing down really pretty hard for that value, but I mean, you can get darker values with pencils. By comparison, the charcoal is much darker. But graphite serves a really fine purpose. You can do beautiful graphite drawings with it. Okay, so that's it. I just wanted to show you, we sort of touched on it with one of our Saturday classes, that idea of sharpening your pencil. So I hope that can be helpful to you. And if you have any questions, just let me know. All right, thanks guys. Bye-bye.